this is NJ, your host on this channel. In this video, we will have our discussion as you would have seen the thumbnail and the title of this video, Eclipse Destiny. 3 war leaders and 1 cosmic destiny. So friends, here I'm talking about the central figure of what is happening right now in the world in March 2026. I'm talking about current American US President Donald Trump, Benjamin Netanyahu, and the ex-Iranian Supreme Leader like Ali Khamenei. So what is the connecting dot between these 3 people? And again friends, this is not coming from a place of like any political commentary, political opinion, any sort of biasness. My forte is of astrology, and this is what I will be showing you, the synchronicity, that nothing happens out of like just a fluke, or nothing happen without any reason. There is always a reason the way things happen in the world. And friends, when we talk about the involvement of the Rahu and Ketu, when we talk about the energy of the eclipse, you will see that these are those people who are born with extraordinary destiny, people whose lives are responsible for extraordinary rise, or this could be very devastating crash as well. So Rahu, Ketu, eclipse energy somehow remains responsible for that. And again friends, even if you follow numerology, you cannot overlook the coincidence. Like for example, in the numerology, 4 is the number which is connected with Rahu, 7 is the number which is connected with Ketu. Now you see the synchronicity. Current US President Donald Trump is the 47th US President. In the case of the Iran, like this great revolution happened in 1979. If you will subtract like 2026 with 1979, you will again get the resulting number as 47. Benjamin Netanyahu became the first time the Israeli Prime Minister at the age of 47 only. He is right now in the Dasha of the Ketu, being ruled by the number 7. If you will even take into consideration the age of like Donald Trump as well, like he is right now 79-year-old. 9 plus 7, 16, and 1 plus 6 will again give you number 7. Like Benjamin Netanyahu, he is 76-year-old right now. You will add the number 6 plus 7, you will get 13, which can be reduced again to number 4. I mean to say, and this whole assassination of the Iranian Supreme Leader happened in between the solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse. So I mean to say friends, there are like many coincidences which cannot be overlooked. And friends, over here, like the way many major news publication like CNN, who's been asking about what could be the end game of this action taken by Donald Trump, why America is again forging into another war. Like he came talking about peace. Donald Trump came just talking about that there was ex-presidents who gotten into who got US into boots on ground in so many of the major war of other nations, and I want to be known for the peace to evade the war. And now why America is diving deep into or getting entangled more into another major war. So I mean to say, and amidst all of that, there have been those journalists like Tucker Carlson who have been accusing that it's the Israel only who implicated and pulled America into their own war. So how can we see this entanglement which the world is witnessing right now purely through the lens of the Rahu Ketu, purely through the lens of the eclipse energy? So that is what friends we will try to understand in this video. And also friends, there is no political biasness, there is no political opinion, and even some of the charts, I am sure that many people would debate on that as well, that Nipun, this is not the correct ascendant chart. But again friends, based on my calculation, based on the way geopolitical events are happening, I actually invested a lot of the time in the ascendant calculation as well, which seems to be working well. And at the end of the day friends, this is going to be a case study, this is going to be a research material. So, and many people say this thing that Nipun, you're very good in making the predictions after when the incident have happened. So again friends, I'm not going to be commenting on that. It's just like that I will be just showing you the climate in which the decisions were taken, the circumstances which led to world at this stage right now. And again friends, because these are like people, the central figure of what is happening right now. I'm talking about like Khamenei, I'm talking about Netanyahu, I'm talking about Trump. So these are people born with the eclipse destiny. They acted in the time of the eclipse and they are reaping the result of the eclipse energy only. Like the way people have been saying this thing, Donald Trump can be seen as the typical Magha Nakshatra person who commanded the execution or the action. Benjamin Netanyahu, with the prominence of the Chitra, with the prominence of the Jyeshtha Nakshatra, can be seen as the architect who designed the whole thing. And just because in the case you will see, in the case of the Khamenei, you will see the prominence of the Ashwini Nakshatra, of the Ashlesha Nakshatra. So he became the target of that. So all of that, friends, we will discuss in this video. So let's first take up the case of the chart of the Donald Trump. I'm sure, friends, you would have actually seen his chart as a case study in majority of the discussion. A person who was known for living life larger than life, being a real estate mogul, being a reality superstar, and the president as well, with a major MAGA base following. So friends, in the chart of the Donald Trump, as you can see, like he has that eclipse, like he was born around the time of the total lunar eclipse only. And see, at a time when all of that is happening, the world is witnessing this major escalation. So you will see that Ketu is right now transiting over his ascendant, over his first house, and major planets like Mars, Rahu, majority of the planets have been transiting in his 7th house. So friends, if you will pay attention, he has Sun and Rahu like conjunct in his 10th house. He has Moon and Ketu being there in the 4th house. We know this thing that whenever Sun and Rahu, they are conjunct in the 10th house, it can actually give someone very amplified kind of ego, very humongous fame potential or attention potential as well. At the same time, friends, because you cannot overlook the involvement of the Ketu. It has been generally seen like 4th house, which talks about the national issue, which talks about the domestic issue, which talks about the sense of the patriotism as well. So whenever you have like Moon and Ketu impacting, influencing the 4th house of a political leader, of a politician, it actually tells a lot about safeguarding interest, like extreme sense of patriotism you will see over here. At the time right now, Donald Trump is going through the Mahadasha of the Jupiter, within it the Venus Antardasha. You will get to know that in the chart of these 3 central figure, Venus will come into the prominence. So, and friends, if you will pay attention, Venus happened to be in his case the like GK planet, like Ghatni Karaka planet, which could be responsible for the obstacle. It is active right now in the 12th house. On one side, the Epstein files are not leaving, like they are not like ceasing to haunt his political career. And at the same time, like whenever you wage a war in a foreign country, over there as well, friends, 12th house activation, 7th house activation, even in the mundane astrology, plays a very significant role. So you would have got to know so far that whatever is happening right now, the eclipse energy, the prominence of the nodal axis, all of that, what happened on Feb 28th, it happened right in between the solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse, in between those kind of energy. So right now, Donald Trump, he is in the active Jupiter Mahadasha, Venus Antardasha, Venus active in the 12th house, and the way his life is unfolding, his decision making is unfolding, you can definitely see the relevance over here. Now friends, the second chart which you have to pay attention, that is of the Benjamin Netanyahu. Now friends, in his case as well, because I'm sure that the chart has been calculated on the base of reference to land at the time of the birth for the specific lagna. Now friends, in the case of the Benjamin Netanyahu, you have to pay attention that he has been holding power for a very long span of time, and in those kind of cases you will definitely see that his career has been like shadowed by many corruption inquiries, investigation. He has got his 10th lord debilitated in the 12th house. That tells about that. In his case, friends, his ascendant is in the Jyeshtha Nakshatra. Now Jyeshtha is strongly connected with the Indra. So if you know that Indra in our Vedas, in the scriptures, have been known for this reputation that Indra will do anything to retain power with him. You can definitely see the relevance over here. The way I was talking about that, like Donald Trump is born around the time of the total lunar eclipse. If you will give attention to the chart of the Benjamin Netanyahu, friends, he is born with the partial kind of solar eclipse energy only. So friends, in his case, his like Saturn and like Mars are there in the 10th house. So you will see that if the ascendant lord goes to the 10th house, your actions, your career will have that war kind of, that kind of very retaliatory kind of energy, and like that energy filled with extreme retaliatory war kind of actions will surround your career. Second thing is that, friends, obviously, like if you have to wage these kind of wars, you have to involve into covert activities. 12th house, 3rd house will definitely play a significant role over there. In his case, friends, as I was talking about that, in his case, his Jupiter is kind of debilitated in the 3rd house. See, Jupiter is in the Mandakaraka Avastha as well, although it is Vargotam, but still, if Jupiter is this in this kind of state or alignment, morals and virtues compromise for the harsh action which the native will undertake in his life, in his career. And friends, now the beauty of this chart is that he has got Moon and Ketu in the 11th house. And right now, like he started his Ketu Mahadasha last year only, and this could be responsible. See, when you have Ketu active in the 11th house, so the ground beneath you can be, can shift, or destiny can shift in a very sudden kind of way. So no matter at a time when you are expecting some sort of rewards, recognition, things can turn around in a very sudden kind of way. So you can definitely see he is like at a time when this whole action happened, friends, Ketu and the Venus energy was active in his case. Venus is there in the 1st house. Venus is the lord of the 7th house as well. So the way it has been happening, many senior like journalists, this could be like even Tucker Carlson as well, he straight away accusing Benjamin Netanyahu for implicating US into this war. The way it has been reported that from Israel, from Benjamin Netanyahu, the statement came that we are, irrespective of whether you are a part of this or not, we are going for this. So, and then it has been speculated that US was left with no other than to back Israel for this operation. So you can definitely see, friends, again, Moon Ketu energy being active in the chart of the Benjamin Netanyahu as well. Now, friends, the 3rd chart, if you have to give attention to the Ali Khamenei's chart as well. Now, again, friends, those who are mourning the loss of the supreme leader, they are mourning the loss of the head of a religious state, right? And those, like for example, like if you will look at the tweets of like Donald Trump, so he has been accusing him of running the axis of resistance, like supporting all the militia. Like I live in Vancouver, and even within Canada as well, like around the weekend you will see many of the Iranian Persian people protesting against the regime as well. So he is one person with many faces, but you cannot overlook his impact in the whole world and the way things are shaping up right now. Many people have been saying this thing that he already would have seen that coming, and he actually wanted to be the symbol of this resistance, or he wanted to be seen as a thought, as a, there's a word in Hindi we call as the Vichar Dhara of their like retaliation against the America, right? So if you will even pay attention to the Khomeini's chart as well, friends, so he is in his chart, like after doing all the calculation of the ascendant, many like Vedic astrologers narrowed down to the ascendant being of the Cancer only. And now I have many various like points to support this ascendant calculation. So first of all, friends, for someone to be the head of a religious state for such a long span of time, you need to have strong 9th house, you need to have a strong Jupiter. And just because there is kind of tradition, because the way people have been saying that before the great Iranian revolution and under the rulership of the Reza Pahlavi, so there was that kind of modern outlook in Iran, but ever since this revolution happened, they went into this orthodox, traditional and very oppressing kind of regime. So for that to happen, Saturn have to be influencing the ninth house as well. So you can fairly see that happening in the ninth house, Jupiter being in the Pisces, at the same time Saturn being there, placed over there. And again friends, when we talk about people who wage the religious war, we say that in Hindi as the Dharam Yudh. So for that as well friends, you have to have Mars to be strengthened. So Mars is placed in the Sagittarius, the religious war, that too in the sixth house. Oppression against the woman. So in that case friends, you will definitely see Venus. See, the thing is, when you have Venus in the Aquarius, it can actually make you very modern. But just because Venus is in the Aquarius but in the 8th house, so that could be responsible for that. And again friends, the influence of the Ketu energy, even in the case of the Khamenei, you will see that he has that Sun, Moon, Ketu being there in the 10th house. The both luminaries, Sun and Moon, are placed in the Ashwini Nakshatra. So I have been talking about this. Ashwini is being ruled by Ketu, right? And those who are the chosen one, the universe and the omens choose them. Like people who become the Dalai Lama, people who become the Shankaracharya, people who become the Pope. All these are the chosen ones. Like universe choose them, and he has that like impact and control over the whole Shia community living all around the world. So I mean to say, in his case, in the 10th house, you will see that the Ketu energy is so prominent. And even friends, at the end, like when this whole assassination happened, we have to even give attention to the active dasha in the chart as well. So he was in the Saturn, Mercury, Venus period. Venus is placed in the 8th house, and the way it has been written in the astrology text, that Venus has got that Mrit Sanjeevani Shakti. 8th house is the house of the immortality as well, right? So people whose legacy stays, their name stays even after when they are gone. So these are those people in whose case you will see influence of the Venus in the 8th house. So yes friends, you could have now definitely seen how all the dots are getting connected. The way I started this video with this opening thought, with this opening speech, that 3 war leaders and 1 cosmic destiny, eclipse destiny. So you would have seen that in the case of the Donald Trump, who commanded the action, the influence of the eclipse energy. In the case of the Benjamin Netanyahu, again friends, the moon and the Ketu energy. And even in the case of the Benjamin Netanyahu friends, you will definitely see that the Chitra energy, being that architect of that whole execution plan, and the Jeshta energy rising over his ascendant. And at the end friends, in the case of the Iranian supreme leader as well, you can definitely see that Sun, Moon and the Ketu energy, and active Venus Pratyantar Dasha. So friends, at the end, I will just pray for the international peace to prevail. This will still not qualify as the Third World War, because if US and Israel are on one side, there is no other major international power or global power like China or Russia which is backing right now, like Iran right now. So we cannot call it or qualify it as the Third World War. But yes, eclipse energy did its part, and the next 2 transit or ongoing transit of Mars right now is very sensitive. So we will just pray for the peace to prevail. And yes friends, if you would have also figured out some more like very esoteric kind of synchronicity in the charts of these 3 people, do share that, do write that in the comment section. So yes friends, for further more updates and notification on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account.